right. So what we're going to use this week is some Harry Potter washi tape. Hopefully that is focusing. You can see it's got a stack of books and Hedwig, a broom, the sorting hat, there's a lightning bolt, Harry Potter's glasses, the snitch. I just love it. I love Harry Potter. I love the beginning of the year, but it is the second week, so I want to move past the Happy New Year stuff and into just something fun that will inspire me. And then this actually came with it, and I will link the Amazon link below where this comes from. It's just got gold stars in a fun pattern on a maroon that matches with the other washi. And then I have a Fisker's knife here, which I'll use, a set of scissors, some whiteout, and last but not least, the Year to Shine Happy Planner stickers, because they seem to be inspirational for me for the beginning of the year. So the first thing I like to do is I just go ahead and start my washi, and I'm going to cover up some of the places with words where it just doesn't inspire me. Now this top section is kind of silly that I do this, because it is actually what I do there is kind of a one word feeling for what I want to focus on this week. Sometimes it's a feeling, sometimes it's just a state of being. Sometimes, like, if I find myself really grumpy, I'll tell myself to be joyful, those types of things. But I don't do meal planning here. I actually do meal planning over here, because if I was to focus over here on meal planning, breakfast, I would just say eat it. I have the same breakfast pretty much every day, so it's not terribly exciting. And then lunch, I tend to do leftovers, so it just depends on what is left over, obviously. And then dinner is what I do actually plan, but I don't plan it out specifically for the day. I just plan it out in terms of what is my protein for that particular meal, and then go from there. And then I do not use the section for 3 goals. I am actually always reading a multitude of books, and so this is where I will end up listing all of my books. So these are the things that I white out. I don't always white them out if the washi I think is dark enough, but this is a, fairly light background of the washi, so I think all this black would in fact show up. So I go ahead and white it out. Woo! We're having some fun with this one here. It's all right. When this happens, you just take that. And this is a Tombow correction tape. All right. So then from here, I just lay this down. And there's a grid here, which makes my life really easy, so that I can just follow the grid lines and lay that down just like that. And then I take this, score it, and I'm done. It is as easy as that for me for this part. So I am not loving what just happened there, but that's all right. I'm one of those people who, I don't know. I don't know. So maybe some of you have taken, Gretchen Rubin is an author and researcher, I would say. And she has developed a personality test, essentially, that indicates 4 different types of personality, and it is all about how you handle expectations. So there are internal and there are external expectations, and there are 4 types of people. So one is an upholder. Upholders take all expectations and they are able to fulfill them. It doesn't matter if they're internal, doesn't matter if they're external, all expectations are fulfilled. And that is how they enjoy life. If there is an expectation, they like to do it. Then there are, focus. Okay. Can't focus and do this at the same time. Okay. There are obligers. Obligers, they take all expectations and they actually make them external, because if they make them internal, they don't get them done. So obligers have a really hard time getting anything done if they're just purely doing it for themselves. But if they are doing it for other people, no big deal. They are easily able to get that finished. And then there are questioners. Questioners take all expectations and they actually make them, they just question all expectations. So they tend to make all expectations inner expectations, and then they will do them as long as there is good reason to do them. So they don't necessarily have to be internal expectations. They can be external, but as long as there is a good reason to complete those expectations, they will do it. If there is not a good reason, they are not going to do it. And then the final category of people are rebels. And rebels hate all expectations, period, end of sentence. Whether or not it is for themselves, it is of themselves or of others, expectations are the worst for them. And so they tend to have to find ways to talk to themselves so that they don't have to do it, but that they want to do things. Anything they want to do, they can do so easily. So if you are a rebel who wants to be a doctor, you can be a doctor. It is not about laziness at all. It is just about your expectations and being able to manage them correctly. So I actually have learned, so that's Gretchen Rubin's personality test, so to speak. And you can go to her website, it's RUBIN, and you can find a little quiz on these expectations and find out which one you are. Now, for her quiz is going to tell you that I am a questioner, and I absolutely am. Anytime that there is a good reason to do something, or unfortunately a good reason not to do something, I probably won't do it. So, now you can see already why I sometimes have trouble making decisions, because if there's no really good reason why or why not, I just don't know exactly what I want to do. That said, I have decided that I am actually a questioner, which I jokingly say I have a rebel wing. And what I mean by that is that there are times for me where it is just having the expectation at all. Like if the expectation, it's not about having the expectation, but like if I have to do something at exactly 2:00, and it's not like an event, because obviously I get that like events happen and they happen at a specific time, and like, you know, the movie starts at 3, you got to be there at 3. That doesn't bother me at all, because that's a good reason. That's a good reason to have to be somewhere. The movie is starting. But if I write down my day's schedule with me like saying I will specifically do something from this time to this time, a lot of times I just feel so pinned in. If there's no good reason for me to do email at 8 a.m. in the morning instead of at 9 a.m. in the morning or 9 p.m. at night, I just may not do it then. I just have such a hard time. It is pretty funny. So, yeah, so there you go. There's my little bit about my personality right there, as I am a questioner turned rebel. And it's good that I have figured that out, because that is what has helped me figure out how to use planners and journals in ways that I can actually consistently maintain. Because there are people and there are planners out there that are specific to the timing, that will have like the times listed on the side of the day. And if you have a Silk and Sonder and you want to do that, you could easily add that. But I am very thankful that Silk and Sonder hasn't done that, because I do not enjoy that for me personally. it is too much for me to say what has to happen every hour of every day. But I have a lot of respect for those whom that really works for. But because I am a questioner and a rebel, it works much better for me if I have a to-do list that is for each day. And then I go ahead and just make sure I get that list done by the end of the day. Obviously, if something has a specific due date, an external due date, then I tend to get that done sooner rather than later. Kind of get that done first, in fact, so that I can get to the other things that I need to do. But I just can't do those hourly spreads for myself. So you'll see how I have adapted this to work for myself. Now, obviously, you don't have to do all the decorating that I am doing right now. I do this because it brings me joy. There's just something about opening it and seeing it all laid out and seeing it all pretty that just really makes me super happy and encourages me to actually use my tools. So I am almost done here with this part. And then I'm going to pull out some essentially box stickers if I can, that match or that add just a little bit of flair to this color scheme I've created with these two washies. And then I will show you more about the next page. And then that'll be it for the day. All right. So as you can see, I think this is just already so much more fun. So just for comparison's sake, here is what week 3 started out with. It's beautiful, it's a great start, but here is where week 2 has gone. And while this color doesn't exactly match, it really doesn't bother me too much. It's kind of fun, in fact, to bring in this kind of blue-gray, which kind of matches a little bit of Hedwig. So I love it. All right, so now I like to find like little boxes to fill in what is in each of those sections. So in this section, I tend to write things that are like my major goals for each week in each category, or projects. So I might use this goals, so I'll put like VU, these videos, like the major things I'm working on throughout the week, I will put here so that then when I go to schedule my to-do list, I can see what it is I haven't gotten done yet. But sometimes I like to put words like focus there because that's really my focus. But also here is kind of my focus for the week. So I'm going to go ahead and put focus here because it's going to be my one word or phrase or sentence that is my focus for the week. And these are going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and call this my goals section. Continuing to flip through. So here's some layered boxes. Beautiful. Those are fun. Like I may use one of these to write down my books or my menu items. Just see if there's anything else. Oh, I'm loving the way that gold is popping off the page. Oh, that green is so pretty. I love this book, you guys. All right, you're kind of getting a flip through even if you didn't need it. Again, this is the Year to Shine Happy Planner book. Oh, ooh, reach for your dreams. I'm going to be using that soon. I love it. Oh, we rise by lifting others. These things make me so happy, and these flowers are gorgeous. All right, let's just see if there's any other kind of boxes. To-do list, important, take note. Not quite the color I need. Appointments. There's a nice like gray box that matches a bit. I like that one. Pull that one out. We'll go ahead and pull this one out. All right. So I'll go ahead and just put this one here for my menu, and this one will go here for my books. Let's see, I haven't picked out my pens or anything for the week. Gonna go ahead and I'll just go ahead and grab a brown. This is just a Bic dual-ended pen. These are little spaces, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with the small end. Right menu here. Make it a little bit more interesting with my faux calligraphy. And then write books here. All right. So that the rest of that I will fill out later. This body health plan, I actually just use the things I'm gonna do in the evenings. The shopping list I use as a shopping list. This section I use at the end of each week to go back and say what was the best like meal that I had made or eaten that week, a great memory for the week, and a great song from the week. So after I finish that section, then I do my weekly spread. On the weekly spread, what I usually do is I take the same washi and I'm going to do a line here of this washi followed by this in the middle and then another line of washi. Sometimes I'll do them in different orders. I don't wipe this out, so it might show up through just a little, but I just don't do the one thing each day. Nothing wrong with it. It's a great practice. It just doesn't do anything for me, and being able to add the stickers and stuff on top really brings me great joy. And then I actually add where it says the to-do list and the schedule. You'll find that starts off blank, and I added that. I have learned over time that if I put myself down for any more than 6 to-do items, that'll never happen. And so I've got a little section for 6 to-do items for each day. This is where I write down my actual schedule if there's any event actually occurring. And then any notes that I have, things I need to remind myself for later. Just if I had a headache, anything that I want to write in the notes section, I just want to write. And then this is actually for your water consumption, which I use sporadically. I don't always use that section, but I do really, I love that it's there. I love the versatility of this particular planner. So I'm going to go ahead and add these washies to the top. So that part is done, and you can now see the whole page. So much fun. And now what I do is I actually take some stickers and put the stickers on top. Each week it looks a little different, but this week I wanted to start with using this Reach for Your Dreams. Oh, I just think this sticker is gorgeous. I love the concept of it. And so I'm just going to put this right in the center. It doesn't need anything else on this page except this sticker. Oh, I love it. And like the background just like highlights the hands. It's gorgeous. And then let's see, I found that other sticker I really loved. The one that says we rise by lifting others. Now that one's going to get lost in some of the busyness, so I don't think I'm actually going to use that one. But we can see what else I might be able to use. There's the shine, and these flowers are just gorgeous. There's another Reach for Your Dreams. Let's see, I feel like the blue ones are what really are gonna pop. Hold the vision, trust the process, plan a happy life. She's a dreamer, I love that. Focus, always a good thing. Progress, not perfection. Oh, that is a great one. I think I'll wait to use that one, even though I need it every day, for sure. Focus on the good. Okay, now that one I love and I need, so I'm going to go ahead and add that one right here. Focus on the good. Plan your dreams, rise and shine. Keep going, get it done. Some days I really need some of those reminders. Oh, I love those boxes. And this is why I use multiple planners, because, you know, there's just going to be all these different ways to use these stickers. I need all the sticker books already, and that is so not healthy, but and not sticking with my minimalism. But, you know, I love all the stickers. She has fire in her soul. Gorgeous. Progress, not perfection. Sorry, guys. I know you really probably don't care to watch me. I think, though, that I might do just a little layering on this side. Take one of these blue splotches. It's just so big. Maybe I'll take this skinnier blue splotch. I always feel bad covering up too much of the background, which is silly. There's no reason not to actually feel that way, but it is. I am who I am, so. All right, we'll put that down, and that will give me something to kind of focus on. So if we put some words down on top, they'll be more likely to show if they're a color that is not blue. Grow through what you want. Go through what you go through. That seems almost like it's adding or asking for difficulty, and I don't want to do that to my life yet. It's a good thing. It's a very good statement, but just not quite ready for that. Ooh, these are fun. Gosh, it's like every time you go through it, you see something else. Okay, let's see. Sorry, guys. Okay. Ooh, I like this time to shine. So, it's still the beginning of the year. Good little focus. And by putting that down, you're actually going to really see where it says shine. There we go. Okay. So that's going to be what my second week in my planner looks like. I went ahead and did this because I needed to write something down, so I needed to get that started. But that is it. That is what this will look like. This is what I'll be working in next week. I will show you an after the pen, so it'll be just a little while before that happens, but I'll let you know what that looks like and how I did that. and how it works for me. And for now, that is it. Thanks for bearing with me through this very first decorating video. I will be doing more with different types of planners throughout this month. If you have any questions, comments, things you want to see, mark that comment below, let me know, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. All right, it's been a pleasure. Have a great day. Bye.